Imagine if everything you're striving for is just a mirage. What if that happiness you've been chasing isn't waiting at the finish line, but is actually something you've been walking through this whole time, completely unaware? It took me 21 years to realize one simple mind shifting truth, and I'm about to tell it to you in just 3 minutes. I still remember that night sitting alone in my dorm room, laptop on my lap, a cold cup of tea I never finished. I'd been procrastinating for 5 days straight. Instagram was showing me the lives of successful people, and I felt like a stuck gear, somewhere between about to start living and not ready yet. I kept telling myself, once I get my degree, once I land a job, once I get my life together, then I'll finally live. But deep down, something was cracking. I was tired of waiting to live. Everything shifted during a late night chat with a friend. He asked me, when was the last time you did something not for a result, but just because you genuinely enjoyed it? I paused, thought about it, and that's when it hit me. My entire life was built on chasing finish lines that kept moving. I studied not to learn, but to get grades. I went to the gym not for health, but for mirror selfies. I even talked to friends just so I wouldn't feel lonely, not because I truly wanted to connect. So I started small. Woke up without grabbing my phone. Just lay there and listened to the silence. Picked up a book I'd been meaning to read since high school. I started sketching, even though my hands were terrible at it, because it made me feel free. I started journaling, not for Instagram, just for myself. And somewhere in these quiet, unnoticed moments, with no likes, no audience, I started to feel something I hadn't felt in years: alive. Think of life not as a game where there's a final boss. It's more like hitchhiking across the country. You never know where you'll stop, who you'll meet, or what you'll experience. And that's the beauty of it. Because when you finally reach the end, it might hurt to realize how much you rushed through. Here's what I finally understood: life doesn't start after you become a better version of yourself. It's already happening. While you're watching this, don't wait until you're ready or successful to start enjoying the ride. Be present, even if you're messy, imperfect, or figuring things out. Real happiness doesn't live in the result, it lives in the pursuit. So if you're watching this and waiting for your real life to begin, this is it. Right here, right now. Start small, brew tea, and enjoy the quiet. Write down a dream. Call a friend for no reason. Because this is the real thing, and it's worth waking up for.